I guess.
We have Avengers End Game, ladies and gentlemen.
That's an S.
S.
An
S.
S?
S.
Okay.
S.
Okay. All right.
Captain Marvel could have snapped, but RDJ was just tired.
I think it's an A. The demise of the person who.
Wait. Kitty. You think it's an A?
I said controversial but brave. I think it's an A.
Okay.
Oh.
Why?
Oh my
Infinity War was better.
Oh, Ray too.
I agree with Ray. I agree with Ray.
To the final fight scene, which was everything overall story-wise, Infinity War was stronger.
Well, that I agree with. Infinity War was a stronger story because everybody just died.
Mm-hmm. Not only that,
because
but
it was something that we've never seen before.
Yeah.
We've never seen the Avengers lose.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was, yes.
Like, shit, the theater was silent. You couldn't even hear a damn pin drop. Everybody's like, well, fuck.
Alright, so right along after that, we have Guardians of the Galaxy. I believe this is an A.
I would give it an A.
Yeah, I felt.
Alright, and then right after that, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
B.
B.
That's, that may not be the majority. We gotta hear from everybody. I just said B.
I would give it a B too.
B minus.
Out of respect for Morgan, I would not like to show my lipstick.
Wow. No, we are not abstaining this vote. No. We're not doing that. In all honesty, what...
Say this on your mind. If I need to be honest about it, I feel like with Volume 2, for me personally, I just don't think it was well planned or well envisioned. When you look at the first one and you look at what you enjoyed the most, when you talk about cinematography, that came with the first one versus the second one, it wasn't compelling. I understand they took time with it, but I do feel like this was just like a grade 2 preschool kid book that just like you take a, and they just said here's a movie, and I'm like, no, I need more. So am I gonna say a B? I'm being kind if I say a B, but I'll say a B.
Damn.
So Kitty says no. Do your real vote. Is it a C, D, or F? For you.
It's definitely a C.
Okay.
It's definitely a C. I see it as a C because it's not well thought out. It's not produced right. It's not well thought out right. I don't know which writer was...
James Gunn didn't really pop his puss in this one yet. Okay. I understand.
Exactly.
Alright, so we all agree it's B?
Yeah.
Okay.
It averages out to a B.
Peacemaker.
Alright, and the very next one we have is Spider-Man, Far From Home.
I'm gonna let y'all go first.
I'm saying B.
Okay.
I think it's a B too.
B minus. From Far From Home, I felt they were hanging on, because this takes place right after End Game.
Yeah.
I think they kind of leaned on that a little too much. Also, with Mysterio, the whole thing with Mysterio, it could have been better. Like I said, I always had this issue of, as we discussed with, Phase 1, of killing off characters too soon. He definitely could have been a recurring character. Killing him off, I think, was a mistake as well. Not as strong as Homecoming, so...
I agree with you when it's right after Endgame and they were leaning onto that too much. Like,
I gave it a C. I wasn't really engaged.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, I really wasn't engaged in the story. It did not grip me at all. I was just like, okay. That's great. It's after Endgame, so now we know, this is kind of what happens to Peter, but It didn't grip me. So that's why I gave it a C.
Okay. All
Fair
right.
enough.
All right, and moving right along from that, we have the Incredible Hulk.
That's the one with the abomination, right?
Correct.
A.
B.
B.
B plus. Being the first MCU movie I ever saw, it has to be an A. I'm sorry.
It could be.
Bumblebee.
All right.
Okay,
looks like
we'll
a
move on
majority
from
is on the B. Drag it up here. And next one after that, we have Iron Man 2, I believe this is. Yep.
I'm gonna give that, in my personal opinion, a B because it wasn't as great as the first one was. It was good, but it wasn't like, oh, this is Iron Man. So I'm gonna give it a B.
Okay.
It's in that B minus area for me.
Yeah, I think it's like a C plus, B minus. Like,
oh damn.
I felt it had a solid storyline. That like we got the introduction to Nick Fury, to Shield, to Black Widow. A lot of cameos in that.
Yeah, Rhodey turned colors.
We got the introduction intro to War Machine. Where I felt it felt short was I think Whiplash could have been a better villain. I think the whole thing with Justin Hammer really didn't go anywhere. It just like
It should have been better than what it was.
It has a more pivotal part in like the comics, but let's say not bad, but it could have been better.
I know y'all heard me when I said this is where Rhodey changed his color and got a little bit smaller and got darker.
honestly, I think he was the best. Like, no offense to Terrence. I can't see Terrence being that character.
Don Cheadle was the comic accurate.
Yeah.
Rhodey.
Yeah.
I don't know why they hired Terrence. Is it because they wanted somebody light-skinned as Rhodey? That shit wasn't going to work.
And the fact that he wanted more money for that role, like, boy, bye.
I mean, I understand because RDJ was like, you know, off of what he was doing and stuff like that at that time. And they had to, like, see if he could be bankable once again, which he is. But I understand why Terrence wanted more money, but he
Terrence didn't play Rhodey like how Don does. Like, I did not feel like...
Yeah, Don was comic accurate. And Don was the best Rhodey. I'm glad Terrence didn't come back.
Bitches, but, like...
You know, it's hard out here for a pimp, but, you know...
Hard out here for a pimp.
Don had to get the money for the rent. So, you know...
Any other...
Stick to records.
Any other comments as far as this movie and its rating goes? Anybody else want to add
Brandon,
anything?
I haven't heard from you.
I don't know, man.
So we're going to go with B and just move on.
Yeah.
So moving right along, we have Iron Man 3.
God, that's a D.
That's a C, not being generous.
That's
No,
a D.
it is a C. Or C minus.
F.
I didn't...
F.
D.
It could even be an F, to be honest. Like...
I'm gonna say F as well. I'm sorry.
For the non-comic readers, and its advanced idea mechanics, that was like they're like an antagonist of in the comics. How they were portrayed was sloppy, poorly written. The storyline was all over the place. It just...
Let's be honest, it was Lethal Weapon 5. That's exactly what it was. It was a buddy cop movie where there's a villain and Riggs and Murtaugh have to fight together to get rid of the villain. It's pretty much Lethal Weapon 5. That's what it is. And it was just sloppy. It's a D. It's a D.
It was sloppy. It really was. I think it was just like, hey, let's just make Iron Man 3 and there it is. Like,
I'm gonna give it an F just solely on the basis of I got so confused when I was watching this. I said, I know Tony to have that circle in his chest. Now, what do you mean his friend has got a suit? I'm sorry, I just got confused with Iron Man 3, so it has to be an F.
Alright.
what do you mean his friend has a suit?
I said, his friend has a suit now? I said, what are you doing here?
Well, wait, we gotta even this out. Carla?
No, but I mean, with the third one, it was just a mess for me. I said, what is this?
Carla, what did you give it?
Lord have mercy. Y'all gonna cuss me out. I give it a C.
No.
Sorry to hear that.
That's very nice of y'all. So
Alright, so
I was being good with my vote. I didn't want to get into it, but yeah, I was being generous.
So C
Alright.
C C
Well,
F,
now's not the
F,
time to be generous. Not
D.
Christmas time.
Eddie, it's you.
yeah,
What do you give it?
D. Do we want to move on to the next one?
Okay.
Damn.
That's fine.
Oh,
That's
shit.
fine. That's okay with me. Let's go.
Alright.
And we're not getting a
Very
promo
nice.
box. We know that.
Alright, very next one we have is Iron Man, the first one.
That's an A
A.
for me.
Hey,
Definitely an A.
Okay.
I would say S, but yeah, I'm settled for A.
Get it up there. Oh,
That's RDJ
Yeah.
becoming hot into a
He
silver
perfectly
fox.
embodied the character. He
Becoming
brought
hot.
Well, I mean, he was cute. Then he was hot. Now he's a silver fox. So that was like his. Hey, I'm Tony Stark. I'm hot. Look at me. Then down the line, silver fox, because I'm still handsome, but my hair is gray. So okay.
Alrighty. Next up after that we have Black Panther.
S.
S.
Moving right along. We don't even need to say why. Wakanda forever.
Okay. Alrighty. The next
Black
one
History
we
Month.
have, I believe, is Spider-Man Homecoming.
A.
C.
Ooh.
No, C.
B.
Ooh.
B.
Uh-oh.
Y'all are sober.
So honest, but yes.
That's honesty. B.
Me, in my, it's like,
C.
this was like the first Spider-Man where I'm just like, after Andrew and Toby, I'm just like, who was like, I was still warming up to him, and like, not only that, like, it wasn't really that good. Like,
Michael Keaton was giving me Goodfellas bullying a twink.
He was giving me older Batman vibes.
y'all
No,
are
he was
bad.
giving me bada bing, bada boom, stay away from my black daughter.
Wait a minute. So you said he was doing bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. I'm Scorsese. Okay.
Are you sure that movie wasn't directed by Martin Scorsese?
See? I was waiting for that shoe to drop. I was waiting for it.
Hostility.
Mic drop.
I thought that it was
John Watts has improved as a director over
Very.
the years. Okay, I did not hate Spider-Man: Homecoming. I just thought that the Vulture, the execution of the Vulture character, it was just a little weak. But I still enjoyed it.
I was to go. I felt that was a strong movie for him to be into, like his solo movie into the MCU. Only place where it falls short for me is like what I said before, as far as this in terms of Spider-Man, it's making him so reliant on Tony Stark. That's where it falls short for me. but I felt it was a strong enough story. Definitely better than the first one. I mean, better than Far From Home.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Alrighty, so the next one we have is Thor, the very first one.
That's a B.
No.
That's a B, and let's just move on. Let's just move on.
Okay.